Hey, this is Matt from Bring Me the Horizon, and you are listening to 89 FM, the Radio Rock.
Wow.
Brilliant, Matt.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Fala galera, beleza? Eu sou o Wendell Correia e eu vou conversar agora com o Jordan e o Matt da banda Bring Me the Horizon sobre o novo EP que eles lançaram, Post-Human Survival Horror, com exclusividade para 89 a Rádio Rock. So I want to start talking about the amazing gig you did in Lollapalooza Brasil last year, because it was a strange day for all of us. The storm coming out, the shows was canceled at the moment, people evacuated, and then you came back and did an amazing concert that night. What do you remember from that day?
That one. I remember that one.
Everything you just said.
Was it the one where we were on that kind of little stage on the hill? It was on a bit of a hill, and the screens weren't working. There was people on the screens until about 20 seconds before we played.
The screens weren't working. What the
screens weren't working, or they were. Some panels were working and some weren't, and they were trying to fix it. And yeah, it was just looking like the whole thing was going to be cancelled, wasn't it? I think that day. So to be fair, we were just happy to be able to play, and all of those South American Lollapalooza shows were probably some of the best shows we've ever done, I would say.
They were all really good. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, you are considered one of the best concerts of Lollapalooza.
Oh.
Until now, people are always talking about your concert because we didn't know it was going to happen in the show. And then you came back and did an amazing show, and they'd say, "Oh, it's coming back. It's definitely back, Lollapalooza."
Coming back.
We do have that thing sometimes when it's like feels like we're not going to be playing or everything's against it, and then it's like it's kind of exciting when it feels like very last minute, like shit, we're gonna go. It does make for like a good energy when we play. Somehow, it does often make for a good show when that happens.
Yeah, man. And you are releasing a new EP. Post-Human Survival Horror. Some people are calling it an EP, some people are calling it an album. It's an EP, right?
It's not really, is it? I mean,
it's a bit in between, isn't it? Yeah. It's a little in between an EP and an album. Yeah.
And how was the process of writing and recording this?
Well, it was a bit different because obviously we really got into the thick of it when we weren't allowed to see each other. I lived quite far away from everyone else, and so yeah, I mean that was the main difference, is not being able to be in the same room, and it changed the process a little bit and made it a little bit more difficult. But yeah, we adapted and figured it out and figured out a way to work, and in the end I think it's worked out. It's worked out cool. The record sounds really good and we're really happy with it. It's just a bit of a different process. It's a little bit more difficult to have everyone involved when obviously like you're not even with each other. So that's the downside of it. But at the same time, it gave us something to focus on throughout the whole year when we didn't have much else to do. A lot of bands I think probably wouldn't have and worked as hard as we have. So.
And there is a lot of collab and featuring on this album, like Amy Lee, Youngblood, now Twins Band Metal. How was this having these huge musicians playing with you?
It's cool, yeah. I think we're in a good position where there's a lot of younger artists now who obviously knew the band came up when the band first started. Before I was in the band, so the band was quite influential on a lot of musicians. And then there's obviously people who've been around for longer than the band who appreciate what the band does and likes the stuff we've done. So I think that Amy Lee is obviously someone who's heard of us and just likes our music now. And then Youngblood is someone who liked Bring Me the Horizon when he was like 14 or 15 or whatever. So I think it's kind of cool on both levels.
And did you meet them on the studio? Was only
we didn't meet each other in the band, let alone the guests.
Yeah, only virtual, man. That's very crazy.
Well, we've met Youngblood a few times before, and obviously we've talked. Some of them we've met already. We toured with Baby Metal last year. They took us on tour in Japan, so we do know those guys kind of for a few years. And Youngblood, we've met them a few times as well, but we didn't when we did the guest parts. We didn't meet them this time.
And also the art cover is really nice. Who did the art cover and who has the idea?
It was Ollie's wife, and Ollie help her as well with it.
I think it was just her.
Yeah, Ollie, she's done the artwork for like the last few things we've done. She did Parasite Eve, Obey, and yeah, so she's done the EP artwork, and it comes out really cool. I mean, yeah, I didn't even know she did stuff like that until it always showed us Parasite Eve, but now she's really cool at that kind of stuff. So yeah, it came out really well. Cool. I didn't even know what to expect, but when I got sent it, I was like, oh, okay, that's different, and I was like, cool.
Yeah, amazing job. And did you learn anything in Portuguese before?
Me? No way. We only just speak English.
Yeah. And it's gonna be a 4 EP on the next months. Is that right?
Yeah, months maybe, not months.
Yeah. Switch out months for years, and you might be close.
Yeah, in the coming years, I would say. I mean, we can't churn out shit that quickly. I mean, it's going to be a while.
The idea is to have 4 out. The time limit is
flexible.
We don't know. Yeah.
I read on the internet that's gonna Oliver write on 180 songs. Is that right? You guys are working on all of this.
180 songs. Oh, we've written more than that. Yeah, I've written more. Yeah, we try to write at least 25 songs a day. So, and we've been doing that now for 5 years. So what's that? 365 times 5 times 25. I mean, it's a lot of songs.
A lot of
work it out, but it's around about 2 million songs we've written, and we've managed to get 4 good ones.
Yeah.
And there is what message do you want to bring to the people? And it's very clear. I've heard the album. It's very clear the message you guys are telling. It's all of that is happening in the world, and that's what you guys are talking about on this EP, right?
I think so. Yeah, it's reflective of what's going on in the world at the moment.
And any favorite track do you guys have?
If I had to pick a favorite, I would go for Ludens. It's just a song that helped, I think, shape our new direction. And when I come to it on the record, I still appreciate the track. So it still sounds like a really interesting, unusual song. And yeah, I just got a lot of love for Ludens.
Yeah, I was going to say exactly what Jordan said. So yeah, ×2 of that.
And there's also lyrics in Bulgarian and Japanese with Baby Metal. You already sang something in Portuguese on the album Emo. What is next? Are you guys trying to put every language?
Matt's been working on a French record because he's he's heavily influenced by Parisian culture. So he's working on the Eiffel Tower.
Omelette du fromage.
Yeah, omelette du fromage, yeah. Under his new alias, Croque Monsieur.
Baguette.
And is there any message you want to say to our Brazilian fans? They're crazy about you guys.
Yeah, I hope everyone's staying safe and sane, and hopefully we'll be over there as soon as we can to play these new songs, because trust me, we can't wait to play our show. So yeah, it'd be cool. But thank you for supporting us and enjoying the music still, and we'll see you soon, hopefully.
And it's gonna be difficult to choose the set list, right? With all the songs coming out.
Yeah,
I've written one already. I've got one made up. There's a lot of new ones.
I honestly think I won't give a shit. I'll play for about 4 hours, depending on my limbs if they'll keep up. But I'm so ready to actually do something. It's unbelievable. I can't see a light at the end of the tunnel. That's it. I don't know when this is going to happen. So
next year.
It's weird, man. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Next year we're coming back.
Fingers crossed. Yeah. Fingers crossed.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
Thanks for talking to us.
89, a Rádio Rock.